Hello, Professor. This is my Blasian Bay Archive final project. Table context, just an introduction, general overview, chosen focus, and then my annotation sections and community and history connection I combined pretty much, and then a closing statement. So the music video I decided to annotate was Here by Ruby Ibarra. The producer is Moose. The featured artist is Alex Bruce. Director is Jay Estacio. And the release date is February 5th, 2018. And the record label at the time is Beat Rock Music. So general overview. Here is Ruby Ibarra's debut single from her album Circa 91, which is named after the year her family immigrated from Tacloban City, Philippines to San Lorenzo, California. The video travels between two locations that are important to Ibarra's identity. She starts the video in the Philippines as a kid, eventually switches to her as an adult in the Bay Area, and then the main concept of this video is both a declaration of presence, but also a statement that she carries both Bay Area culture and Filipino culture with her. So I chose location as the focus area. The reason being is that there are many notable locations throughout the video that I thought could provide great insight into Blasian Bay culture and how it homogenizes so many different cultures. I think overall the way she uses the location as a way to accompany her storytelling of immigrancy is one that is relatable to much of Blasian Bay culture. Also, I understand that I was supposed to talk about four scenes that related to my focus area, but I couldn't find a fourth location that I believe gave as much insight and relevance as the three I will annotate. So the first area. At 0:49 in the music video, this moment shows Alex Bruce, who plays a younger Ruby Ibarra, is in the Fort Bonifacio tenement, which is a famous area in the Philippines known for its basketball court. I chose this image as I believe that Ibarra was not only trying to connect with her Filipino identity and upbringing, but also showing the culture that represents the Philippines. The tenement is a site of youth culture and community gathering in Manila, the same way that basketball courts and parks are in the Bay Area. Ibarra also indirectly shows off an Afro-Asian concept of blackness as a cultural influence to the Philippines rather than a lived-in relationship. Much of Filipino culture tends to be influenced by black culture, whether it be hip-hop, sports, dance, or attire, as you can see in the image. However, after doing more research into the tenement, I found out it's also an area where its residents are struggling to survive and are in a constant threat of eviction due to its deteriorating structure. Many of its residents have no choice but to stay as they would have nowhere else to go. By choosing this location, Ibarra shows off the culture and positive attitude the Filipino community has, but also gives light to the reality of their living. So, the second area I chose to annotate was uh, this location where Bruce looks to be in an abandoned lot by herself with broken concrete structures and walls with graffiti. I believe they use this location because Ibarra is refusing to hide areas that are in ruin or poverty stricken. She even mentions in her lyrics, "They say we from the slums where the heroes never won, but my people always sung brown face of the sun." She is not denying anti-Asian misandry or racist claims, but instead she is changing the outlook, empowering the Filipino attitude and culture of surviving and being proud of where you come from, furthering her concept in not hiding the struggle. I think this scene pairs well after finding out that Alex Bruce was an upcoming 11-year-old MC at the time here. Currently, she's made a big name for herself in the Filipino hip hop community. I think Alice Bruce is a product of Ibarra's values and influence. In another music video of Ibarra's, she says, "Island woman rise, walang makakatigil, brown brown woman rise, alamin ang iyong ugat." She sings on her single Us. Ibarra became a femme icon to the Filipino and hip hop community, inspiring young women to reject normalized social constructs and embrace their culture. She also contributes to Kumar's brown gaze in encapsulating brown femmes as a community regardless of an ethnicity. Third area. In this moment, the video has transitioned from Philippines to California, and Ruby Ibarra is walking at night. The camera then cuts to a street sign of the Height Ashbury intersection in San Francisco. At first, I thought this location was not very significant, and Ibarra was using it as a visual message relating to her concept of immigration. However, after doing more research, I found that Ibarra chose this location due to its historical significance. The intersection of Height and Asbury is a site that is synonymous with uh, resistance to mainstream values, youth rebellion, anti-racism, activism, and freedom of expression. Furthermore, it became an area of cultural diversity with sources describing the location in 1975 as blacks, whites, Filipinos, the old, the young, the straight, the hip, the gay, the middle class, the working class, the artistic. I believe Ibarra chose this location purposefully, showing how her culture has already impacted this location, and she is bringing along her own impact, additionally showing how these values align to hers and the words that she spreads. So, for my conclusion, uh, in conclusion, Ruby Bars here shows that for Filipino Americans, Bay Area identity is inseparable from their own Filipino identity and culture that stems from a history of survival, displacement, and cultural resilience. Ibarra shows that creativity is born from not from comfort, but from the need to make yourself known, establish your presence, and the determination to claim space, which is why she emphasizes that she's finally here to make that impact. So these are my resources. Thank you.